if you are at the maximum tier of the Patreon, pretty much you get to come on this podcast that we're recording in the past, but it will be live on Twitch, and then it'll get posted in the future when it's present.
Word. Time. Things. Past,
Time
present,
bandits.
future. That's who we are. Clock stoppers.
I don't know any other time movies.
A Wrinkle
In
in
Time.
Time.
Wrinkle in Time. I watched that. I hated it. I'm sorry. I
I don't
hated
even know
that
if I've
movie.
seen that.
It was corny. That being said, Ant,
Mhm.
which I think I might know the answer to this question.
Oh, you
We're
know.
gonna do it anyway.
They know too.
What did you play this week?
Nothing. I played with my toolbox. That sounds like an innuendo. It's not. I literally with an actual toolbox, and I wouldn't consider it playing. I was just way too bogged down by doing shit around
Life.
the house. Yeah.
I feel that.
This week just wasn't gonna, like, there was nowhere I could fit it. Every night I'm up late, kind of like you just said. There was nowhere to fit gaming.
Just texting.
Well, that's you. In fact, if I was texting anybody late, it was you, because you were the one still up.
That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah.
So that was that. I did download Hi-Fi Rush, which we'll get into later, and the GoldenEye remaster to my Xbox.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward.
How much is that?
I don't know, Game Pass.
Oh, it's on Game Pass? Shit. I might go grab that myself then.
So that's that. What's my segment? My Steam wish list segment?
Yeah. Did you add anything new to your Steam wish list this week since you didn't get to hit any of the buttons? Any buttons
I
yourself?
feel like I did, and I'm trying to remember now. I'm about to look at the wish list now.
Does not look like it's on PC Game Pass for context. Damn, sad. Also,
Oh, I added a game that we're supposed to play together.
oh yeah. Did we say that? I think we've said it, haven't we? Or no?
Did we? I don't remember.
I don't know, man. It's been so long. I feel like
I
I
might
also
add
haven't
some
seen you in like 3 months too.
I
to
know
be
we
fair.
gotta rectify that. It was supposed to be this week.
Yeah.
Beginning of week, I was like, we should do it this week, but this week just.
And then I had plans, and then I didn't have plans, and then we recorded the Patreon podcast, and then I was supposed to edit it, but I didn't.
We're on point, but somehow we're still getting this out to you every week. We're fitting this in for
It's called
everybody.
consistency.
Need
baby.
it bad. I did add other stuff though.
Oh yeah.
A game called Renane. I'm trying to remember what this is, if it would let me click it. It's like a, what is this?
I don't
Action platformer.
Okay.
You know, my usual shit. There was another game I put on here. It was Renane.
You can sort it by date added, just so you know.
I knew that. I didn't know that. Gestalt, Gestalt, Steam and Cinder,
All right.
which is another one of those. It's like a Metroid-y kind of side-scrolly game. I found them all, and it's called another game called Elsie, which is like a Mega Man-esque type game. But
That
really
one
cool.
sounds familiar to me. I don't know.
I
why.
feel like that was on something, some kind of showcase or something. But
Mm.
I was on YouTube. You know the that one video. He was on G4. Gerard Khalil.
What?
His name is Gerard Khalil.
Was he on
YouTube.
X Play?
I think
Because I didn't
so.
watch X Play. Yeah,
Oh,
the new X Play I didn't watch.
heavyset
He was
guy,
on
big beard. He goes by that.
Gerard
one
the
video.
Completionist.
Yes, the completionist. That's what I meant.
Gotcha. I know. I'm good now. Sorry.
Yes, the completionist. Him and his team are developing indie games now.
Oh,
He's
dope.
partnering with indie studios and producing games now.
That's awesome.
And those 3 games I just mentioned on his channel, he was talking about these 3, and they all looked like my shit. So I put all
Mhm.
3 on my wish list.
That's really cool. He just recently did a bunch of videos with the Game Grumps. Like
He's always
maybe at the beginning of the month, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It was like like the whole week was just like Gerard episodes, and I was like, this is really cool. But now I'm like, why didn't he advertise his game like on, the show?
I don't know.
That. But
on his channel though, he has a whole video about it.
Hell yeah, that's pretty dope.
That's Elsie, Gestalt, Steven Cinder, and Renane. Renaine. So check those out if you are interested, or go to his channel on YouTube, and he has a whole discussion about them.
All right. Well, I guess speaking of Gestalt, Geralt, I picked up The Witcher 3.
The Witcher 3.
I'm playing it on PC. Mouse and keyboard so far. I think I'm going to switch to controller, which I might have to restart the entire game to do that, just because I got past the entire tutorial. So I wouldn't know how to play the fucking game if I plugged in a controller now. So that kind of sucks. But it just doesn't feel right on mouse and keyboard so far. I feel like it's one of those games where like it just feels better in the hand on a controller, third person over the shoulder type thing like that. So I just wasn't having like an amazing time with like the fighting and the fight mechanics. I was like, this would be so much easier to set up in a controller setting, in my brain at least. So that was one game that I picked up. I didn't play much, but I played a little bit. I also played a little bit of, where the fuck was it? It's on the Xbox app. Hi-Fi Radio. No, Hi-Fi Rush. I'm done.
Hi-Fi Rush.
You just brought it up. I played it for about 2 hours today after work. Really good. Kind of shocking, being like a game coming out of nowhere from that studio who makes like pretty much only horror games. This game is animated so fucking well. It switches in between 2D and 3D at the beginning and then stays 3D for at least where I've gotten to. The talk bubbles are really cool. When it's not a cutscene, it looks like very Persona-esque, where they're like the heads at the bottom left of the screen talking to the characters and whatnot. The comedy has been really good in it because it's very subtle. It's not like super
in your
hokey bullshit. Like there's a couple jokes that are like, come on, but like they hit still. Also, it's just gorgeous. Like the style of it. Music, phenomenal.
It would have to be.
Watching the Xbox showcase, which we'll talk about obviously later, maybe a little bit less of this game just because of this segment now. But it didn't really, I couldn't tell what the music was like in the presentation, just because they were talking so much about it. Because when you're gonna shadow drop a game at midnight, the night that you fucking announce it, you're gonna want to talk about what the fuck it is, and I get that. But
it wasn't even midnight. It was out like 2 hours later.
Oh really? I thought it was out at midnight. Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, man, it's just really fun. And it's also extremely accessible, being a rhythm game, which is surprising. Like they don't force you to do the rhythm stuff. It pretty much like you do your base level damage just by clicking your buttons or whatever, you hitting the button on your controller. That is always going to be like damage no matter what. And then you just get a little bit extra damage if you're doing it on time with the beat. And then you can also line up combos where you go in between left click and right click, or probably L and R on controller. And when you time it to the beat the right way, it does different like special moves and shit. You can also unlock like ultimate abilities where after you charge up after a long period of time and you're getting your streak going, you hit R on PC and it unleashes this ultimate attack that does really good damage that you have to line up with this circle that closes in on the screen and click when it closes. Yeah, it's really fun. Amazing voice acting as well. I can't say enough good things about this game.
I was highly impressed just by the trailer. It was like, okay, here we go, because Xbox needs one. Like,
oh yeah.
And I like the fact that it's not something that's ongoing. It's not something we've seen before. It's something totally brand new. And if it gets it, I want this to catch so bad just so that like Xbox just has one for themselves. You know what I mean? I'll be highly disappointed if at some point this comes to like PlayStation. It's like, wow. Because I just want them to have their own thing.
I feel that entirely. This is, I could see this being like a franchise so far from what I've played.
But that's what I mean. Like I want them to have like
they
a
could
new
do this
IP.
Oh yeah. If they continued with this, and I think they very much could with like the way that the world seems to be set up, 100%. You could franchise this. This could be your next like Spyro. Because like, you know what I mean? Like one of those games that's just like a character that's not one of the more known ones. You know it when you see it, but it's not like one that comes to your brain instantly when you think of games. You know, like you're like, you know, Mario, Crash, all those others and whatnot. But it's gonna be, I think it could be like the Spyro of today, which is cool to me.
Yeah,
especially just from 2 hours of play.
And I think it's refreshing. Like all the main properties outside of Nintendo, we're just taking Xbox and PlayStation. It's also serious. It's fucking Forza, Gears, Halo, Last of Us. I mean, Spider-Man, I'll still say it's serious. Spider-Man, Uncharted. It's all like where's like the
where's the fun?
There's no like fun. They're fun games, but you know what I mean. We're the fun characters. I feel like gaming is missing that, and you only get it if you go to like Nintendo. Like I truly hope PlayStation, we said it a million times, but I truly hope PlayStation doubles down on Astrobot. Like
I knew exactly where you were going.
Come out swinging with Astro, like because you need something like that. Everything don't gotta be like Last of Us or God of War.
True, I agree.
So this is refreshing, and I hope they stick with it.
100%. I really hope you play it soon, just because it is honestly very fucking good. Like
play it.
Just straight out of the. I can't give it enough praise. Other than that, Hi-Fi Rush. I played a little bit of FPS chess last week on stream with Ryan.
Funny ass clips.
There's very good clips coming out of it. It's funny because he was giving me shit in the Discord. He's like, "Oh, so I see you're just getting clips of you doing better than me, huh?" And I'm like, "Well, no. This is the first stream when you were still on your Steam Deck and you couldn't aim well. Then you download on the PC the next stream, which I haven't gotten any clips from. And trust me, there's a lot of clips of me getting my ass smacked, and I'm gonna get them."
I just enjoyed the clip of him getting hit by the train.
Oh yeah, 100%. That one, and then the hidden in plain sight one is my favorite one, where I'm literally hiding behind one of his pawns, and I just peek out, pop him in the head, 2-3 shots. And he's like, "I'm confused, where are you?" And my face is just like the whole fucking time, like to stream. And then he finally finds me, I like scream and run away. But
get some followers off that shit.
Yeah, there was someone who hosted the stream. I believe they're actually in my alerts here, so I can shout them out. I don't know if they'll, hear it. But Exodus rated us with a party of 9. And then a bunch of them started following the stream. It was also funny because one person in the chat was like, "Fucking play me 1v1. I'll fucking beat your ass, yo." And I'm like, "Sorry, bud. If I play with you, then I gotta play with everyone. And we have plans to play something else," And then he's like, "Nah, man." And then like other people in the chat were like, "No, play him for real." And I'm like, I'm not getting some random people to come on and play games with me to then smack my ass. Like, you
gotta get that ass smacked.
Like, you're bragging about being good at the game. I'm objectively not good. I just have some experience with FPS games. I don't know how to play chess at all.
Took that guy.
It would have been a fight, probably. It would have been at least a back and forth. But I'm sure that I would lose. That was only my second or third game that I played of it. And I was like, guy.
Immediately.
Yeah.
You're the man.
I guess so. But after that, all those chess people came in, Ryan and I switched over to a game that I saw on TikTok, actually, called Hypercharge Unboxed. Which
is that the toy game?
It is the toy game.
Oh, I've been wanting to play that. How is it?
It is. Ryan didn't have a good time. I'm going to put that out there right now. I'm thinking it's because he's on the Steam Deck and the Steam Deck doesn't feel good for shooting games, in my opinion. And I would assume now his. But we played a free-for-all type game mode where it was like you versus a bunch of bots in a lobby, and so it was me and Ryan and bots. But I was playing really well. Like, I'm not trying to toot the horn at all. I was playing really fucking well. And Ryan, anytime that I had gotten like 5 or 6 kills in a row, you would hear like a different complaint from him. Like, this is fucking bullshit. What do you fucking mean? You didn't kill me there. That's stupid. And like, oh, this person's camping. And I'm just like,
Ryan's gonna love this episode, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm gonna clip a lot of it, which is the funny part. But like, I'm just like deadpan staring at the screen because I'm doing so well, and I'm just focusing, and I'm laughing because Ryan's just having the worst time, and I'm like, this is so much fun. Headshotting everybody and whatnot. But it's pretty cool to say the least, because there's not only that mode, there's also a PvE mode. And you have like towers that you need to defend, and there's like waves that come at you. It starts off with like some like robot toys that are almost like, you know, like a horde of zombies, and they're not attacking you at all. They're going towards the towers exclusively. And after a couple rounds, different things start coming. There's like this little like slime monster that I would guess be like Play-Doh or actual slime that kids play with. Right. And then you get farther, and then Beyblades start shooting around the place. Like literal Beyblades start spinning around. They actually, on their TikTok, if you go on and follow it, Hypercharge, they have a really cool account where they're talking about it. And someone left a comment, said, y'all should add Beyblades to the game. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about with whatever Beyblades are. We have spinning tops in our game, though. But you look at it, and it's literally a Beyblade. It's a 3D model of a Beyblade. You shoot it, and once it breaks into all the separate pieces of a Beyblade. Like the little top chip thing that's the monster, the top plastic ring, the metal ring. And I'm like, you guys, don't lie to us. But it's fun. It's fun.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Man. Yeah. Sorry about that, everybody.
We're all tired here.
Yawns are like attacking me.
Speaking of Hypercharge, if you want to get it, it is $20 on Steam right now. It was $13 when Ryan and I both bought it. But there is a free demo on Steam. So you can go and try it before you buy it. I highly recommend trying it because it's fun. There's a lot of unlockables in the game as well too, where you can unlock different factions, very much like Unreal Tournament style. And then inside of the factions of action figures, there's like lizard people, soldiers, ninjas, and a bunch of other shit. You can go into that and then change the pieces of your action figure to make it more like what you want. So that I was like a lizard person, but I unlocked a T-Rex head. So I put the T-Rex head on the body, and then different arms and a different color paint job and shit. And then you also could choose the packaging that your character comes in as well too.
Oh, you were loving that.
Yeah, I was like, this is really fucking cool. It's a nice, simple game. It's $20. You can unlock everything in game. I think there's like other DLC things and whatnot that you can get. I didn't look at though, but it's pretty fucking cool. I was surprised that I liked it so much. I want to play it more, but not yet. Other than that, Fortnite and Overwatch. Played too much Overwatch. That's
too much.
That's it. And that's everything. That's everything I played this week. So I've uninstalled Marvel Snap and dating apps.
Oh. Marvel Snap, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it's bad. Rhett is high. And not in a good way. Somebody clip that and send it to Hampton.
Hey, thank you for watching this video. There's more where that came from.
Yes, there is. And if you want to see a video just like the one you just watched, you can click up here for that. Or if you want a video that YouTube recommended just for your nerdy gamer person self, you can click right here on that video right there. And you can like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment on anything that you like.
All that good stuff.
All of it. And you can always remember to save before quitting.